Serious. Serious gangsters have been doing him. And this is what this isn't hating. This is fact, mate. This is what you get in the city of Liverpool. You get the puff gangster and his little bum boy. And that's what he was to the Ungis. He was that to one of them Ungis. I think it was Ronnie Ungi. Not lying. He's a bisexual kid, Sam Walker, and the reason he's bisexual is because he got his manhood stole off him when he was younger by a big drug dealer. Them big drug dealers still look after him today. You know, one of the daddy things, you know, one of, like, he's got a sugar daddy. Sam Walker's got a sugar daddy. It's not hating. And I've told you, once a month, he's got to go and do his dues with this sugar daddy. And that particular time of the month, you'll see the swelling on his face. Why? Because he's being skull-ragged everywhere. Look, you know when you've got a coke-sniffing pervert? If he's got a thing for women and he's skull-ragging that woman, he's skull-ragging that woman for 2 hours. He's charged up off his barn, he can't even spunk, and he's given this woman's mouth 2 hours worth. And the woman wakes up the next morning with her lips all and her mouth all. Some of you women might know what the fuck I'm on about. Some of you women might know exactly what I mean. You might have been doing oral on someone for fucking an hour and a half or something because he's off his barnet, charged up off coke. And the next day your lips and your mouth's all swelled up. It's a natural thing. Why? Because your mouth's just been fucked for hours. Just had a rod pummeling it. Obviously it's going to swell up. Your cheeks and all this is going to swell up off it. And that's what happens with him. Telltale signs of a rent boy, basically. Telltale signs of a rent boy. And if you've got a sugar daddy, that's basically what you are. It doesn't matter how you come away from it. You understand? If you're a young girl and you've got a sugar daddy, you're a prostitute. You're not in no decent relationship here. You're a brass. He's paying you just to fuck you. If you're a lad and you've got a fucking sugar daddy, you're just a rent boy. Why? Because he's only looking after you to get this sexual needs off you. And that's exactly what the stalker is. You know, he's got a sugar daddy and every so often he's got to go and get his fucking face skull ragged off him to get his wages. And that's it. And he's been like that for decades. And whoever his sugar daddy is has got pull. Why? Because they can house him and that. Put him in nice apartments everywhere and shit. So when you see him going into these apartments and all this and you're thinking, wow, where the fuck's he getting these from? Is he paying the rent on these? Is he paying that? He might pay a little 4 ton or something water rates or council tax. He's not paying rent on it. You won't see him with a 12-month tenancy. You know, he's got these accountants and that, he sucks the dick off and shit, big property developers. Honest to God, serious. Gets all that for nothing. All his clothes and that, he just buys with TikTok money. His accommodation now, he gets that given to him by sugar daddies. Well, there's only one. It's one of 3 people. I've boiled it down to 3 people. I've just got it. I'm nearly at it. And it's looking serious. It's going to be shocking. But there's one person called Thingy Kenwright. Used to own the Shanks bars and Shanks hotels and all this shit, just being nicked on a madness. Yes, Tracy, he's in the picture with 2 others. It's one of these 3 people that's funding him and accommodating him and all that. And I'm dead close to it. And as soon as I'm confirmed, I'm telling you exactly who it is. Yes, Third Eye Reacts, Lisa. You look at that Kenwright. You know whose dad used to own Everton Football Club, Bill Kenwright and his family. They're all just being nicked for fraud and all that. That Ken, right? He's got a wife and kids and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not just him. Yes, Vince, it's not just him who these men, you know, I know you've got loads of lads. Well, you've got these big time property developers that live in Southport and Formby. And when you've got the stalker living in Formby and in these nice houses, it's my man's drums. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now what he'll do, he'll give them cars and shit. There's one in particular that loves going through loads of young boys, and what he'll do is he's got clubs and pubs in the city centre. Have you ever seen around Liverpool Peaky Blinders combo vans, Vauxhall combo vans? Seen them everywhere, haven't you? But they all belong to a particular dude, don't they? Seen the lads that drive them vans? Yeah, defo. No ifs or buts about it. Guaranteed. You know what they try and do? Get you to their place. Why? Because they've got a cinema. They've got their own cinema. And the wife will be in on it. I've had the opposition. I've had the proposal. I know how it comes across. I know what it looks like. You know, and in these houses in Formby and Southport that these daddies own, you've got your swimming pools in there, you've got your big theatre in there and shit. And that's what they start saying to you. Do you want to come to mine and watch a film with me and my wife? And you think, wow, big mansion, opportunities. And you go, I never like, because I was on it. But there's lads from Anfield that have gone. And that's it, they're fucked. Why? Because they went a little bit too far in that threesome, which makes them gay. Now you're a gay kid. Now we don't need me wife here. Why? Because we got you on video being gay. So you'll have loads of lads going thinking this is threesome time with daddy and wife. Really just get made into queers. Daniel, that's what they are. Perverts, lads everywhere, mate. Protect your manhood at all costs. And encourage every young lad on your street, in your community, every nephew, every sibling, to protect the manhood at all costs. If you're a dad, a brother, an uncle, if you're a dad and you've got a son, you want your son to give you a kid. You want a grandson, you want a granddaughter. So it's on you to protect him, to give you that. If you just let your sons or your grandsons or your nephews just wander through 14, 15 puberty and not give them the guidance and not tell them it's okay, you're going to get confused, you might look at boys and think that you like them. And if you don't give them that guidance, they're going to end up bent, aren't they? Why? Because that's what they've been pushing out. They've been pushing, they want your boys to be queer. They're pushing that shit out. They don't want your kids to be alpha males. They don't want your kids to have any machoism in them and all this shit. They're trying to eradicate all that out of your males. And you're seeing it, aren't you? How many young boys have you got walking around like girls? And they're all screaming that we were born this way. Fuck off. You're being conditioned. You're being psychologically damaged to think that way. You're never born gay. Ignore that narrative. That's a bullshit. You're born man or you're born woman. If you come something in between, it's because of your education. It's because of your environment. It's because of your raising. Whoever's raising you has made you into a fruit. Christ never made you into a fruit. Christ gave you a penis because he wants you to procreate. He never give you a penis so you cut it off and get fucked up the arse. Of course he never. You're not born that way. You become that way, and I don't give a shit what any professor from there says, what any dickhead down there says. You're born straight as they fucking come. Whatever you're doing as you're growing up depends whether you stay straight or whether you lose your fucking manhood. You get corrupted to fuck, mate, going through this life. And if you're not careful, you're fucked for life. Yeah, look. See, when we're young, teenagers, and I've gone into my mate's house for the first time. Why? Because they've never allowed me go up to his room when they're going, you know, see you later, Darren, I'm getting off. 3 little puffs bailing. But this time I've managed to come along. So now in their room, they're all kissing each other. Fuck that. To me, fuck yous, queers, I'm gone. That's it, I couldn't go near them ever again. But the dynamics of me getting there was like a blackmail dynamic. So let me tell you this, right? Some of your sons are aware of some of his mates kissing each other. And some of your sons are being made to feel left out and uncomfortable with this shit. Why? Because he's not participating in it, so he's getting left out. You participate in it, you can come with us. So now they're with him every night, but now they're going to be gays, so they fuck your son off and your son's sat in the house bored shitless. And then when they've been gay, they'll pop back up the next day and go, yeah, come back out. Float round with him. And then when they want to be gay, fuck him off again. And your straight kid's feeling left out. Why are you always fucking me off? Well, you're not like us. You don't want to be coming. Well, come on, let me come. This is what every kid does. And it only takes one of his mates to kiss him. And that's it, violated. If you've got a straight kid and a predator kid, because this is what they are. Doesn't matter how fucking old they are. You've got 14-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids with the predatory mind of a 50-year-old preying on your kid. Why? Because they were preyed on by a 40-year-old. So if you've got a 14, 15-year-old kid and he's getting worked on at 15 by a nonce who's 30, 40, every trick, every tactic, every strategy, every method that this dirty fucking nonce has used on your son becomes experts in. So all them tricks that have been used on your son for that man to rob his manhood, here's your son now 3 years later, an expert at using them tricks on 14-year-old boys. The tricks the dirty old man used on him, he's now using on younger people than him. And getting the same results. What? Stealing the kid's manhood and fucking him up for life. And it's happening everywhere, mate. No, Poppy. Got them out to the charity shop, them pictures, them clown pictures. I've had intentions to get them printed and put on L5 Alive t-shirts. Why? Because you don't get them images, they're rare now. You don't see them, no way. The clowns you're getting now are scary clowns. They're not lovely, lovable clowns. Every clown you've seen in the last 10 years has been a demon. And there's reasons for that. When we were growing up, that clown was laughing. He was joking, he had clown shoes on. Your kids are going up, that clown's chopping heads off. That clown's raping people. And this is what your kids are becoming. When your kid's the class clown, he's not a class clown for telling jokes no more. He's a class clown because he's banged a glass off someone's head or something. Know what I mean? So when we were growing up watching clowns, and we acted like clowns, it'll be all jokey and funny and friendly, right? Because that's what clowns was. They were always telling jokes and making people laugh. Your kids are getting raised with demonic examples of clowns. So when your kids are acting like clowns, they're acting like fucking devils, doing devilish shit. Why? Because the clowns they've been watching have been murdering people, chopping people up and all this crazy shit. The clowns we were watching were all pleasant with jokes and tricks. Yes, Tracy. It's horrible what they've done to the kids, mate. Right under our noses, and we've allowed it. We haven't tried to prevent it. We haven't tried to stop it. Why? Because we're all fucked off drinking drugs. We're all fucked with egotism, materialism. We're all too concerned about what my neighbour's doing instead of what my child's doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So the kids are just getting fucked. And we're doing fuck all about it, just like our mums done fuck all about it when we were getting fucked off the system. We're the same, we're in the same psyops, and it happens to us all. It's like you've got 20-year-olds now who are getting totally fucked off the system and they haven't got a clue. And when they snap out of it, when they're 35, 40, it's too late. They'll snap out and go, wow, I've just been fucked off the system there for 15 years. But they still won't try and protect the kid who's going to get fucked off the same system, but differently. When me and your ma was growing up, lad, when me and your mum was growing up, your mum had Barbie, your mum had She-Ra, your mum had all powerful princesses and beautiful, powerful, whatever they was. They were all powerful, single women. You had He-Man, you had Rambo, you had Street Talk, you had Fire, you had everything. Solid, independent men. Them solid, independent men and women had come together like Ken and Barbie and produced some beautiful fucking kids. That was our generation. And look at the women we produced. And look at the family setups we produced. Look at the generation under us, underneath them. Look what they're getting. They're getting 4 girls that are all slags. Do you get what I'm saying? They're getting 5 lads in a boy band that all dress like puffs and sing like puffs and dance like puffs. That's what your sons are getting. When we were growing up, we had Ninja Turtles and they were fighting the law. Your sons are growing up now with fucking mad shit. Even the toys your kids are getting, they don't promote beauty. They don't make your kids fantasize about beauty. If you've got girls in your house, listen, if you've got young daughters in your house, whatever the skin colour, whatever the religion, if you're giving them beautiful dolls like Barbie, if you're giving them toys with big fantasy castles and beautiful colours and unicorns and animals and all this, if you're raising your kids round that, her whole world is going to be princess-like. Her whole world is going to be beautiful. Her whole world is going to be about horses and rainbows and stars and happy smiles and giggling and all this. If you surround your kids with that sort of toy, is what's going to develop them. The toy markets, who are part of the same corporations that want to fuck us all up, have started giving all your kids demon toys. Teddies with no teeth. Teddy with mad eyes, Teddy with scars, Teddy with half a ponytail here and a normal haircut here. And then you look at all the kids, and what are you getting? Exactly what you're looking at. The fucking toys they were raised with. You got kids with no teeth. You got kids dyeing their hair pink, green and fucking yellow. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Copying the toys that they're raised with, the environment. And it's all on purpose. Why would you want to stop raising young, beautiful princesses that want to be Barbie? Why all of a sudden would you start giving the kids evil Barbie? Why, when we're getting raised and our beautiful, you see our women on the back of it, all them beautiful blonde women, that was all on the back of Barbie, that. And then what did the generation get? Jordan, Katie Marsh, Danielle Lloyd. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pure, dirty fucking slappers. Who did our mothers get? Never got none of these cunts as icons. Do you get what I'm saying? We had fucking Audrey Hepburn, Patsy Cline. We didn't have some little junkie there with fucking smoking fucking weed, influencing your kids to smoke weed. Yes, vintage. Greg, Jessica, kids want to grow up too fast and parents let them. That's what happens, mate. When you've got parents full of addiction, full of their own little ego, they leave the kids to raise themselves. I dressed myself, I got myself to school, and I fed myself from 12. I've got the reports to prove it. The social workers' reports. Why? Because me ma and dad were pissheads. When they should have been getting up, dressing us of a morning, feeding us to go to school. They're in bed, fucked off the drink. So we're having to go into school with no breakfast. And because we're going into school with no breakfast, even though we've been asleep and not had no food, we're going in a fasting state of mind. Meaning, because we haven't ate, we've got mad energy. And this is what happens when you don't eat, regardless of what your age is. If you don't eat for 24 hours, you tap into an energy that's like a drug. You're tensing your jaw and everything because you've had no sleep. You're not even on drugs. When you're fasting, you're tapping into a different energy source and it makes you dead fast, dead aware, dead alert. Defo. When you're a kid, you don't realise you're going into that mindset. Why? Because you haven't had no food. So when you're going into school on an empty stomach, you're speeding when all the other kids are slow. Why? Because they've had their breakfast. You haven't. You're on a different energy field. So you're obstructive in class. Your attention span's gone. You're all over the place with this mad energy that you don't realise you fucking got. Why? Because you're fasting. Not realising you're being starved by your parents. But you're fasting. So when you've got these poor kids, he's all scream that fasting does miraculous things to you. And it fucking does. And that's why you've got pure poor kids who are coming out to be miraculous things as they get older. Why? Because they're fasting when they're younger. Without them understanding it. And when you fast for certain hours, it starts affecting your consciousness and your conscious being. You've got loads of kids that are consciously right up here. And you don't even know it. Majority, when you see that kid and you go, fucking hell, how old's he? 3? He's going on like he's fucking 17. Yeah. Why? Because he hasn't been getting fed as a kid. The consciousness is elevated. How are you, Dan? Lisa? It happens like when you don't eat, certain time frame, your mind opens up. And it's that mind opening up which is elevating your conscious being. And when you've got a 7-year-old kid that's speaking like he's fucking 22, that's normally the case. He's able to take all this shit in because his mind's opened up. Why? Because he hasn't ate. You can get kids proper fucking clever on the ball. Why? Because they're not eating. Serious, mate. It's mad, that, isn't it? Now, if you encourage kids to not eat, they start fucking wanting to arrest you. Why? Because you're encouraging kids to develop eating disorders, aren't you? When in reality, think about this. If your kids went to bed at 8 o'clock of a night and never ate till 12 o'clock lunchtime, you know, when you wake up and go to school, you know, them hours before 12, soaking everything in, going right in there. It's like, you know what it's like? I know it sounds mad, this, but you know what it's like? You know when you have your breakfast, it's like your breakfast closes your mind off. And then you go to school and you find it difficult to learn. Whereas if you went to school without breakfast, you'd learn a lot more than what you do if you went to school with breakfast. And these try to make you believe that you work better when you've had breakfast. That's not the case. You're easier controlled when you've had breakfast. Kids are. When kids have had food, they're easier to control. When kids haven't had food, the energy levels go through the fucking roof, mate. Food slows you down because the blood goes to the... That's what I'm saying, Johnny. So when they're giving kids food at school, it's to slow them down, it's not make them better. We don't need all this food. This is what I'm saying, lad. We're only encouraged to have 3 or 4 meals a day because we're consumers. You can have 1 meal a day, stay the same weight, and be stronger and more efficient off 1 meal a day. But the government have influenced us to have 3 meals a day. Why? So you're buying more food. That's it, basically. Yeah, look, you see them people that are all overweight. Why do you think they're overweight? Because they're eating too much food, isn't it? They're eating too much food, aren't they? What's making them eat too much food? The influence. The influence is what makes you do things. It's all influence. Look, you've never seen a cheese on toast be made in your life. All of a sudden, you see my man make a cheese on toast and it influences you to think, wow, let me try that cheese on toast. They were influenced to make the cheese on toast. You've never seen a man do a jump like this. You watch him, he influences that man to try this jump. Now he's tried this jump, he's done it, he's jumping. Everything's influence. And normally, from the adults, from the generation above you. And if we've been influencing our kids on our street to be gangsters, guess what they're going to become? If we influence our streets to be firemen, influence them to be police officers, they're going to become what we influence them. If we're influencing them to become drill artists, drug addicts, women beaters, rapists, armed robbers, drug dealers, then what are they going to become? Exactly. So it all starts with influence. And who is the influencer? And who is paying the influencer to influence you? And influencers will target all levels of society. Like this level where we're at now on here, you'll have people paid to spin narratives on this level. And then above us, you'll have again influencers that are paid by certain elements to influence the youth. If you've got this big corporation there and they want to make this generation into lesbians, well then they'll go and put 10 million into influencers to advertise lesbianism. And it'll be them influencers that encourage your kids and your daughters to be lesbians. If I want to encourage your kids to go to jail and take risks and commit crime, well then I'll just go and get a drill artist and let your kids listen to it from the age of 4 till the age of 10. By the age of 13, they're in prison. Why? Because they've been influenced to do so. That's just the way it is. There's direct influence and there's indirect influence. Direct influence is where you're purposely influencing someone to fuck their lives up or do it good. Then there's indirect influence. Why? Loads of people talking about this kid. Your kids are listening to loads of people speak about this kid. They see this kid smoking weed. So now this kid who's heard all yous buzzing with him sees him smoking weed. So now he's influenced. Smoke weed. This dickhead here, who's normally 5'4", 8 stone, wet through, he's gone on the steroids, thinks he's hard now. This shit's influencing your son to go on the steroids. So everything is influence. I'm influencing your sons without you understanding it to consider what the fuck they're doing. I'm influencing your sons to think about this way of life instead of that. That's my influence. The stalker, what does he influence? What does he project? Intimidation, drug dealing, using knives, gun crime. That's what you've just watched with him in 18 months. And that's what he's influencing the young minds that are watching him to participate in. So I'm here saying, don't participate with guns, don't use drugs, don't beat women up, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm influencing loads. But then you've got him there screaming, use guns, deal drugs, batter women if they're cheeky. So that's the evil force. So you've got the evil and the good. He's promoting pure evil influence to your youth, and I'm trying to keep your youth away from the evil. So understand, every adult in your kid's eye has got the opportunity to influence them. If you're letting your kids watch mad shit, don't start moaning when your kids become mad shit. If you're letting your girl watch all mad shit, don't start moaning when she doesn't give you a kid and she comes home with a girlfriend instead of a boyfriend. It's too late then. You've let it happen. If you want your girl to be straight and get married and give you grandchildren and continue with your lineage, your family tree, your DNA and all this stuff, because that's what it's about at the end of the day. Some of your families are dead now. There's no continuation of your family tree. Why? Because your son's gay. Or your daughter's lesbian. It's the end of your family tree. There's no roots now. This is what you need to grasp. Massively though. You've got families that's been in existence for thousands of years. 2026, that existence is dead. Why? Because the youngest ones become a puff. So now he can't go and get a girl and create more children and keep this family tree going. He can't go and have a daughter, and when that daughter grows up, she has kids to another fella, and so on and so on. It's dead, it's done, bam. Do you get what I'm saying to you? It's a valid point, mate. It's a valid fucking point. If the youngest kids in your family are gay, that's it. There's no reproduction. You're not getting no new kids coming into your family tree. Why? Because the bottom ones are puffs. And they don't believe in family and sleeping with girls and getting girls pregnant and shit. So it's in your own fucking interests. You know, you need to keep your family lineage fucking strong, lah. If your name's Talbot, you don't want the last Talbot born in 2026, do you? You want another Talbot coming in 2030. You want another Talbot coming in 2032. Doesn't matter what Talbot it comes from, as long as you're reproducing your fucking family tree. If your youngest son is gay, that's the end of your family tree. Why? Because he's not going to go and get a woman pregnant. He likes boys. Understand what I'm saying? So bear all that in mind as well when you're going through this mad shit. Protect your sons and protect the fucking manhood. Protect the girls and protect the fucking womanhood. If you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. You didn't know whatever, but don't encourage more young girls to become that way inclined. The amount of mums and dads' hearts that are broke, but they've just got to accept that the kids are gay. You've got mums and dads that were expecting their lovely son to give them a grandchild. The cunt's gay. Why? Because of the media, because of the education. Not because he's had a natural occurrence and he's popped up like this. He's being influenced by perverted, horrible fucking gay men who control the media, control the news, and control the fucking telly. And the more young gay boys they can make fucking gay, the better for them. Anyway, protect your kids, protect the future. If you don't protect your children, we've got no future.